Susan, can you please call the roll?
Deputy Barron. Detective Brown, Patricia Keenan. Commissioner Castley.
Present.
Director Conlon.
Present.
Chair Crispo.
Present.
5 members.
We have a quorum. We'll get started. Pursuant to the open meeting law, any person may make an audio or video recording of this public meeting or may transmit the meeting through any medium. Attendees are therefore advised that such recordings or transmissions are being made, whether perceived or unperceived, by those present and are deemed acknowledged and permissible. And I do not see Nora or Denise Haja here for agenda item number 1. So I will go right on to agenda item number 2 and come back to that at the end. Agenda item number 2, hearing regarding the request of the New England Free Jacks for special use permits for one-day liquor licenses for game days, tournaments, and events at Veterans Stadium. The dates begin in March and run until the end of August. All dates and times are on file with the city clerk's office. Luke Underwood is here. The dates have also been communicated to the Quincy Police Department, the Parks Department, and their board members as well. Luke, welcome, and why don't you tell us what the New England Free Jacks have in store for this season?
Thank you, Chair, and thank you, Board, for having us here tonight. Proud to represent the New England Free Jacks here in Quincy, Mass., and we're looking forward to another great season of rugby matches, along with some music festivals and some programming to really bring some great events to the community of Quincy. It's our second year at the stadium, and we look forward to building on that strong rapport we had last year, both with compliance, safety, partnership with local law enforcement, security. We say when we do our events, we have 3 things we don't compromise on, and that's safety, compliance, and bathrooms. And tonight we hope to rectify 2 of those things so we can provide a really safe event that's going to have a lot of eyeballs on it, both from a television standpoint and from our community. So we look forward to being good stewards of our community, and we recognize this is a privilege, not a right. And so, yeah, we hope to partner again.
Great, thank you. Anyone here in the audience have any questions, concerns about the New England Free Jacks special use permit one-day liquor licenses for game days, tournaments, events at Veterans Stadium? Seeing no concerns. Board members, please, Commissioner Castley.
Just a quick question. You guys have done a great job last year. It was very well run. If you do have any food at any of the events, just please contact our office.
Absolutely, we appreciate that. And I will add, all of our bartenders, we've been sorting through all the qualified candidates. They will all be Tipsy certified. We're going to get the best of the best and make sure we're checking all those boxes too.
Thank you for that. Looking for a motion.
I'd like to make the motion to grant the request of the New England Free Jacks for special use permits and one-day liquor licenses for game days, tournaments, events at Veterans Stadium. The dates begin in March and run until the end of August. All dates and times are on file in the city clerk's office, presented by Luke Underwood.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you, Luke.
Thank you.
Good luck. Agenda item number 3, hearing regarding the request of Tony's Clam Shop for a cabaret license for the premise located at 861 Quincy Shore Drive. The license will enable Tony's to provide outdoor music for their patrons during the nice weather. Karen Jerf. Please, Karen. Hi, welcome. How are you?
Thank you very much. So we're here just to request for a universal license. We had some day licenses last year and all went well. We had several musicians that came during different hours based on the weather, based on the evenings, the lighting, if it was dark or early. But we seem to have a great response. Everyone that we spoke with, we really enjoyed it. It's mostly for entertaining purposes, a compliment to our dining experience, basically, and it's just a couple of people with one or two or three, basically, with, we had a violinist, we had some vocalists that sang, with a guitar and things like that, and we just want to have that universal license so that we can kind of appropriate it towards the day, the weather. If it's a beautiful Wednesday evening, sometimes it was raining on a Friday, we had to cancel a lot, so that's what we're hoping to get, and I think
Great.
most people seem to be enjoying it. We had a great response.
Great, thanks. Any questions, concerns from anyone here regarding Tony's Clam Shop for a cabaret license for the premise located at 861 Quincy Shore Drive? Seeing none. Board members, questions, concerns?
No.
No? No, and I heard very positive feedback on the evenings that you did have entertainment, and the neighbors around liked it as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
We're thrilled, and we'll hope to keep that up, and, we'll always be, to keep our neighbors in mind. We will never, have loud music and things like that.
Of course. Thank you, I appreciate that as well. Looking for a motion.
I'd like to make the motion to grant the request of Tony's Clam Shop for a cabinet license for the premises located at 861 Quincy Shore Drive. The license will enable Tony's to provide outdoor music for their patrons during the nice weather, presented by Karen Durf.
Sure.
Second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. You're all set, Karen.
Thank you very much.
Good luck. Agenda item number 4, hearing regarding the request of SVN Group LLC doing business as Bemis Italian Cuisine for a common victual license for the premise located at 271 Quincy Ave due to a change of ownership. No operational changes planned. Proposed manager Monica Chanchala and Nathan Wapana. Hi, how are you?
I'm good. Hi, I'm Nitin. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. So I just bought Bemis Indian Cuisine located on 271 Quincy Avenue. So we're not changing anything. Everything stays the same. It's an full-service Indian restaurant without any alcohol. We have takeouts and dine-ins too.
Okay, great, thank you. And any questions, concerns from the audience regarding SVN Group LLC doing business as Bemis Italian Cuisine, Indian, Cuisine for a common victular license for the premise located at 271 Quincy Ave? Seeing none. Board members?
Nope.
Questions? That's Indian cuisine, not Italian, sorry. And do you have any experience with owning a restaurant?
Not in Massachusetts. I had in Florida, but not in Massachusetts. I used to live in Florida, so I owned a restaurant for 1 year over there. But other than that, over here, I don't have any experience.
Okay, so new experience for you here in
Yep.
Massachusetts. Okay. Any other questions, concerns, board members?
Hours of operation? What hours are you going to be open?
11:30 in the morning to 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and then it closes for 2 hours, and 5 in the evening to 10 in the night.
Okay.
Looking for a motion.
I'd like to make the motion to grant the request of SVN Group LLC doing business as Bemis Indian Cuisine for a common vicular license for the premises located at 271 Quincy Ave. Due to a change in ownership, no operational changes planned. Proposed manager Monica Concharla and Nathan Bopana.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. You're all set.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Agenda item number 5, here regarding the request of Dasaya Incorporated, doing business as Punjab Cafe. Rashika Kamar, manager for the transfer of the on-premise all alcohol beverage license presently held by Sujan Corp. for the premise located at 553 Southern Artery. Attorney Louis Cassis.
Good afternoon. Thanks for having us here today. This is an application for transfer, and I'm not going to try to pronounce these corporations, but with me is Rakesh Kumar. He will be the new owner. No real change to speak of. I guess they're only doing takeout right now since COVID, but he'll be a full-service restaurant. He'll like his hours to be like 11 a.m. to 3 for lunch, 4:30 to 9:30 for dinner. I anticipate having maybe 8 or 10 employees. He's a longtime restaurateur. He's been 30 years in the business. Presently has 2 restaurants in New Hampshire, one in Manchester, one in Nashua. He's had no violations. He's an owner chef, I'm told, very good restaurant in New Hampshire. I'm going to bring the same concept here.
Great, thank you. Any questions, concerns for Punjab Cafe manager and transfer of on-premise all alcohol beverage restaurant license presently held by Sujan Corp. For the premise located at 653 Southern Artery? Any questions, concerns from the audience? Seeing none. Board members, any questions, concerns? This was an application that had been advertised on 2/2, and we did not need a butter notification because it's a transfer. So looking for a motion.
I'd like to make the motion to grant the request of Dasaya Incorporated, doing business as Punjab Cafe, Rakesh Kumar, manager, for a transfer of the on-premises all alcohol beverages restaurant license presently held by Sujan Corp. for the premises located at 653 Southern Artery, presented by attorney Louis Cassis.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Good luck. Excuse me, Mr. Cassis, do you know when they'll be opening, an opening date?
Because I think they're open now for takeout.
Oh, okay.
Let's go to the ABCC to get approval.
Once approval, then open
Yeah.
for,
They're not going to do much renovations, they'll be open right away after they.
okay, great, thank you.
Okay.
Agenda item number 6, hearing regarding the request of SAP Authentic Thai Kitchen LLC, doing business as Thai SAP Kitchen, for wine and malt beverage restaurant license for the premise located at 3 Brook Street. Proposed manager, Wakanda Waiwita. Hi, how are you? Hours of operation, 11 a.m. to 9:30 p.m. And welcome.
Thank you.
Why don't you tell us about what you plan on doing at Thai Sap Kitchen?
I am represent Thai Sap Kitchen because we are open for a few years, and many of my customers keep coming and asking about like when do we have beer and wine to serve, because they enjoy Thai food, but they ask like if they can bring their own. But I said I will ask the city if I have the permission to do that.
Great, thank you.
Thank you.
Any questions, concerns from the audience regarding Thai Sap Kitchen for a wine and malt beverage restaurant license at 3 Brook Street? Any questions, concerns? Seeing none. Board members? So this was advertised, abutters were notified on 2/2. You can talk with Lieutenant Turowski, and he can tell you about how you go about getting your beer and wine for
Okay.
your establishment,
Okay.
and servers and checking IDs and things like that.
Okay.
He'll help you with that, Lieutenant Turowski, okay?
Okay, thank you very much.
Any other questions, concerns? Looking for a motion.
I'd like to make the motion to grant the request of SAP Authentic Thai Kitchen LLC,
Yeah.
doing business as Thai Sap Kitchen, for a wines and malt beverage restaurant license for the premises located at 3 Brook Street. Proposed manager, Wakanda Waiwita. Hours of operation, 11 a.m. to 9:30 p.m. Again, presented by Wakanda Waiwita.
Second?
All in favor? Aye. So just a reminder that this has to go into the state and get approval there too before you start serving, okay?
Okay, thank you very much.
Yep,
Thank you.
thank you. Agenda item number 7. Hearing regarding the request of SWL Restaurant Incorporated, doing business as Well Seafood Restaurant, for an all-alcohol beverage restaurant license for the premise located at 1 Brook Street. Proposed manager, Neelis King Lai. Hours of operation, 3 p.m. to 1 a.m. Attorney Chung Lee. Hi, how are you?
Hi, good afternoon. I'm glad to be here. Sorry, I ran a little late. I had a little traffic, but
No, you're fine. Why don't you tell us about what
Yeah.
you're planning?
So One Brook Street Wealth Restaurant is currently open. We've been open since September of 2022. And we've been operating since then as a full-serve Oriental restaurant. At the time that we first bought the restaurant, we wanted to make sure that we understood the operations of operating a restaurant in Quincy, and we did so. At this time, due to overwhelming requests from the clientele that we have, they're asking us to have some liquor as service with the foods and all. So we're in front of the board today, asked for a 7-day all-alcohol beverage license to be served with food. We're not a bar. We don't anticipate any more than 50%. Mr. Neelis Kingley here will be the manager. He's currently the manager and the president as well. He's been working there since September. He understands the operations. He's a resident of Massachusetts, currently living in Canton, Massachusetts. He's had at least 10, 15 years worth of experience running a restaurant with liquor operations. He still owns a restaurant over in Bolton, New Hampshire, in fact. He understands the rules and regulations of the ABCC with regards to service of alcohol. We're asking this board to approve this application for SWL Restaurant Inc., DBA Wealth Seafood Restaurant.
Thank you.
Operation hours will remain the same. Everything will remain the same.
Everything remains the
Yes.
same. Great. And this was advertised and abutters were notified on,
Yes, 500 feet and 300.
500
Yes,
feet,
yes. I talked to Ms. Kindergan. She's been very helpful.
good, thank you. Okay, anyone have any questions, concern regarding the request of SWL Restaurant doing business as Well Seafood for an all-alcohol beverage license for the premise located at 1 Brook Street? Any questions, concerns from the audience? Seeing none. Board members, any questions, concerns? No? Okay. We've only heard good things about Well Seafood restaurants.
We hope to continue that.
Looking for a motion.
I'd like to make the motion to grant the request of SWL Restaurant Incorporated doing business as Wealth Seafood Restaurant for an all-alcoholic beverages license, restaurant license for the premise located at 1 Brook Street, proposed manager Neelis King Lai, hours of operation 3 p.m. to 1 a.m., presented by Attorney Chung.
Second.
All in favor?
Thank you very much.
Great, thank you.
I do have the advertisement things.
Yep.
Ms. Kindergan, thank you.
Perfect.
Thank you very much.
I am going to go back to agenda item number 1, which is right here. Agenda item number 1, hearing regarding the request of the St. Mary's Center for a special use permit 1-day liquor license for their annual Eat Drink Model Fashion Show at Marina Bay Boardwalk. The event is June 20th, rain date June 21st, from 5 to 8:30. Nora Leon and Denise Haja. Hi, how are you?
Hi, I'm so sorry I was late.
That's okay.
I'm so sorry.
That's okay, we had plenty to get to. so
Good.
We could put you off a little bit.
Thank
Why don't you
you.
tell us what you plan to do?
Hi, I'm Nora Lehan. I'm the Chief Development Officer for St. Mary Center. We're a homeless shelter in Dorchester. So this would be our 3rd year hosting this fundraising event on the Marina Bay Boardwalk, and we're looking for a 1-day license. And we have about 390 folks come out, so this would be the same size as last year. We have 65 tables set up on the boardwalk and have a fundraising event. Last year, we raised about $80,000 for our organization. We really felt incredible support from Marina Bay, so hoping to host that event again.
That's great, thank you.
Yeah.
Any questions, concerns regarding St. Mary's Center for a special use permit 1-day liquor license for the annual Eat Drink Model Fashion Show at Marina Bay Boardwalk? Seeing no questions, concerns.
Just a quick question, will there be any food at all?
Yeah, so we're partnering with the restaurants in Marina Bay, so we'll be serving food in partnership with them.
And the application is here, Marley, if you want to take a look at it for the establishments that will be providing. Any questions, concerns from anyone? Looking for a motion.
I'd like to make the motion to grant the request of St. Mary's Center for a special use permit, one-day liquor license for their third annual Eat, Drink, Model Fashion Show on the Marina Bay Boardwalk. The event is June 20th, rain date June 21st from 5 to 8:30 p.m. Presented by Nora, Leanne, and Denise Ajar.
Second?
All in favor? Aye. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
And next on the agenda is a review of the business practices at Yin Yin Convenience Store at 392 Hancock Street, Ying Zheng. Hi, how are you? Come on up. Can you please state your name for the record? Name and address for the record?
I'm the trans.
Okay.
Union Convenience Store, Ying Zheng. Ying Zheng at 392 Hancock Street.
Great, thank you. And
I
Detective
think we have Ms. Zhang in here just because to reiterate some of the things that she was maybe aware or unaware of, some of the items that could be sold within her store, having a common victual license. So I have met with her personally, so we just want to get it on record that she's aware of what she can and cannot sell in her store, correct?
She's aware of that. She because she said that she getting ready for Lunar New Year, so she got some fireworks from other place and wine from other place to get ready for New Year. So she doesn't know that she cannot sell it.
She doesn't sell
Yeah,
it.
she doesn't.
And she should not.
Yeah.
And if she has any questions, I think she should ask, the clerk's office
Yeah.
or someone, if she has any question on what she can and,
Cannot sell.
yeah.
Then she should come to the clerk's office and ask, okay?
不知道，你可以去来的，问他们可不可以买的那些东西。Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
And then just let her know that I'll be checking in with her on a periodic basis, okay?
Sorry about this.
Thank you, okay.
Thank you.
And that concludes all that's on the agenda. Looking for a motion to accept the minutes from the January 24th, 2023 hearing and waive the reading. Motion made. Second.
Second.
Our next hearing will be February 28th, 2023. Looking for a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Thank you.